Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to NTV at 1 as we take you through the news making headlines locally and internationally. My name is Helen Aura and welcome to the broadcast. A section of Mount Kenya East elders have dismissed claims of planning a homecoming ceremony for Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. Speaking in Chuka, the elders drawn from Embu, Meru and Tharaka Nithi said the DP is not Mount Kenya kingpin, but will serve all Kenyans, adding that the DP is working for the whole nation and not one region.
Hakukuwa na mpango na hakuna mpango wa kuwa na selehe ya homecoming ya Deputy President. Hakuna kesho. Hiyo kitu hakuna.
Deputy President wetu si Deputy President wa Tharaka Nithi ama wa Tharaka ama wa Mount Kenya East ama wa Mount Kenya peke yake, ni Deputy President wa Kenya nzima. Na tuliona vile mwingine alimtangulia, ile kitu ilifanya awe impeached.
Na hiyo ni maneno yalipangwa na wale watu wanafanya propaganda, na wale watu wako na nia mbaya ya kuharibu njia ya serikali. Because Deputy President Kithure Kindiki ni mfanyakazi wa serikali. He is the Deputy President of Kenya.
A section of clergy in Kilifi County have called out their counterparts for openly criticizing President William Ruto's administration. Speaking during the anniversary of Kilifi North Member of Parliament Owen Bayer's father, the clergy said it was disrespectful for the Catholic bishops to publicly criticize the president when they could sit him down and talk. The clergy urged church leaders to use alternative ways of addressing the president instead of criticizing him publicly.
And died on 13th November 20.
Pamoja nayo tutatoa sadaka ibada. Somewa somo. Iweje wewe ambaye unajielewa, unaelewa maandiko, badala ya kuomba kama kuna mambo yasiyoenda sawa yarekebishike, na wewe ukaweze kusimama na ukashifu kwamba huu uongozi hata haukutoka kwa Mungu. Inakuwaje? Si Mungu atusaidie tu leo. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Tuweze kujielewa badala ya kuishi tukilalamika na kunungunika. Kazi haifanyiki vile ambavyo inafaa kufanyika.
The gender agenda item at COP29 in Baku, Azerbaijan has stalled after negotiators failed to agree on what kind of agreement they want. The draft agreement at the moment is only 8 pages, but every single word in it is contested. Negotiators say some countries are attempting to push through some language around gender diversity, such as the LGBTQ, which many other countries, including those in Africa, have rejected.
We had hoped that we would push to have them stick there, go with the text, but it's bracketed. So as of now, I'm not so sure whether they'll go through, but the text is bracketed.
So what are some of the contentious issues that Africa maybe was supporting that you're seeing other people fighting?
The issue of finance has really been fought, although this is not a new fight. It's been there, but it has been there in other decisions, but we feel that in other decisions the finance language has been weak. So our strategy this time was to strengthen the finance language for purposes of securing resources for implementation of the upcoming Gender Action Plan.
Chaos erupted during the burial of 3-year-old Ruth Diana Chepngeno, who died of alleged medical negligence at the Longisa County Referral Hospital in Bomet County after being stung by a swarm of bees. Supporters of Governor Hilary Butchok and those of several local members of parliament, led the Senator Hilary Sigei, clashed at the funeral, bringing speeches to an end as police fired several bullets in the air unsuccessfully. to restore order. Bomet East Member of Parliament Richard Yegon, in an interview at Longisa Hospital ahead of the burial, challenged Governor Barchok to sack the County Executive Committee member and Chief Officer for Health Services over the death of the child.
There's been a lot of problem in this hospital, and in fact that was a wake-up call when we lost this small child, Jemgeno. It was just a tip of the iceberg. You must have seen the reactionary measure which the governor did by making some swift changes and shifting staff here and there. Some people have been sleeping on the floor, which I said I found it. We tried to cover it last time. The nursing council was coming to close this institution, the KMTC, because of they had even stopped the admission of nursing students to this institution because of the failures, very many failures which are happening in that hospital.
Very unfortunate incident over there. Mihango Ward residents in Embakasi East now want the National Lands Commission to intervene and stop the alleged grabbing of public land set aside for the construction of a court, a chief's camp and a police station. The residents who held a peaceful protest in the area accused private developers of trying to invade the land. They claim that for a while now they have been forced to deal with unidentified people who come into the night to place beacons on the said land. They say should there be no quick intervention, there will be an increase of insecurity in the area since the private developer has been accessing the land and conducting activities.
Hii mahali tumetegewa, tuweke chifu wetu hapa, tuweke askari wetu hapa na maendeleo yote ya wananchi wa Mihango. Sasa mtu amejitokeza kutoka nowhere, hatumjui, ameanza kusema hii nyumba ya chief na ya nyumba ya polisi tusijenge.
Hakuna mahali tutaruhusu ardhi yetu ile ambayo tumetenga tukiwa kama wakaaji wa Mihango mtu yoyote akuje aingilie kati.
It is purely us to organize ourselves, and we are going as a community to protect that land, and not only that one, any other public land within where we stay, they call Mihango location.
The fate of learners and teachers at Loyangalem Primary School in Ombolion area, North Pokot Sub-County in West Pokot County hangs in the balance as bandits continue to strike, vandalizing school property and stealing. Property at the school was vandalized allegedly by bandits from neighboring Turkana County. The situation has been barred since May 2023 when the school was shut down due to perennial attacks and killings in the area. The raiders also cut off power at the school, a situation that made learners unable to stay.
Majirani yetu walipata nafasi pia 2-3 ya pesa kutembea kuja kufanya gundi yao hii hapa. Sasa ikawa vijana kutoka kwao pia wakawa wamekuja kulima na kulinga vioo ya madarasa. Sasa hii vioo ambao tunapoona namna hiyo nilipomolewa upande ule pia.
2 weeks after the closure of public learning institutions for the December holiday, a section of schools in Nairobi have now embarked on a mission of sensitizing learners on the importance of reading books. Authors are now holding book talk sessions with the aim of sharpening reading skills among the young ones. A recent book talk session was held at the Brookhurst International School, where hundreds of students engaged Canadian author Eric Walter, who writes young adults fictions. Walter's stories intend to spark creativity with deeper understanding. The book talk event was held to nurture storytelling talents and shape the minds of the youth for a brighter future.
She doesn't like to surf, but she likes to paddleboard. Silly party hats. 6 months later, we'd see a kid, one woman, that woman, especially that woman over there.
So if these girls wish to keep talking, I will stop and wait for them.
Eric Walter's visit to Brookhurst International School has inspired me a lot. It has inspired me to write books, to read more, and to also help people in need. I feel like it was a truly inspirational visit. It helped me to understand that you can be a lot of things, very many things. He actually thought that he would turn into an NBA player, but he's now a philanthropist and a book writer.
Our students are very happy to listen to his stories that are a mixture of adventures from Africa and all over the world, and how he ended up being one of the best writers.
I started as a teacher. As a teacher, I was writing for my class, and then I just found the joy in helping them understand the world. Stories can inspire people to do amazing things.
As the government pushes for adoption of the digital economy by setting up digital hubs in constituencies, a section of entrepreneurs are echoing the importance of its adoption in business. Bidco Chief Executive Officer Vimal Shah says technology is a major solution entrepreneurs have to embrace to meet targets within a short time and improve business efficiency. The entrepreneurs also observed that the introduction of artificial intelligence will make business further advance in the country. They were speaking during the 10th anniversary of Solutech event in Loresho here in Nairobi County.
Data is the way out. It's what will give you confidence in terms of decisions that you want to make. So as a business, we've realized that, and we are helping a lot of our customers with data analytics and just ways to see how do you get to understand what's going on with your business.
Companies like Solutech and others have to make sure they run and surf the tsunami of AI and really make it happen so that companies like any business in Kenya is able to get a solution that is AI enabled and AI driven.
Kenya's efforts to attract tourists from Malaysia and the larger Asian market have received a great boost after low-cost carrier Air Asia's inaugural flight to Kenya touched down at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. The flight from Kuala Lumpur landed on Friday evening with 377 travelers, signifying a significant milestone in Kenya's quest to diversify its tourist source markets. This development is also expected to strengthen ties between the two countries to boost cultural exchange and enhance economic collaboration through increased tourism and trade. Receiving the flight, Cabinet Secretary for Tourism and Wildlife, Rebecca Miano, said the direct air link is an affirmation of Kenya's growing significance in the global tourism and travel landscape.
This Air Asia flight will really help to increase the number of tourists, not only tourists, businessmen, students to travel between Kuala Lumpur and Nairobi.
This will greatly contribute to the target that we have of increasing our numbers to 5 million by 2027.
Ngarendare Forest Trust and residents of Buri constituency teamed up to plant more than 6,000 indigenous trees that are friendly to the water catchment. The tree planting event took place at Kisima, which is Buri constituency's largest water catchment area. The catchment area used to be a source of many rivers and streams draining through Buri and all the way to south to Meru County, and provides hundreds of thousands of communities with water for domestic use, livestock and crop production.
Katika mpango wetu inaitwa participatory plan ya forest ya miaka 5, sisi tumeorodhesha kupanda miti kila mwaka, na katika kule mpango tumeorodhesha kupanda miti kama 60,000 per year. Na tumeanza hapa leo, hii ni simply ni launching. Katika wiki ambayo inaenda, kama kutaendelea na mvua, tutapanda miti takribani 54,000 on farm.
Kiufika wakati wa mvua wa mwezi wa 4-5, tutarudi pia kuangalia kama kuna miti imekufa ama imeshindwa kumea kwa vile kuna makwekwe, tutashughulikia. Pia tunapenda kuwa na uhifadhi ili tusikuwe na mmonyoko wa udongo, na pia tunachangia katika ile directive ya president ya kuweza kutimiza 15 billion trees by 2032. So tulianza mwaka jana na tunazidi kuendelea. So hii 6,000 ni part of kuifikia hiyo lengo.
That story takes us on a short break here on NTV at 1, but don't go too far. We have much more lined up for you on the other side.
Hammer down prices this Black November. Nakafu. Day 18 of Daily Crazy Offer. Massive deals, bigger discount, lower prices, unbelievable prices. Shop and save more than ever. Nakafu.
I'll have the usual on the rocks, double.
Your profile says you don't drink.
Oh, and I missed out on the silky refreshing test?
For real? For real. Well, in that case, I'll have whatever he's having.
I drink responsibly. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Del.
Del who?
Del Monte.
Real recognize real. No added sugar, no preservatives. 100% real fruit.
Introducing Festive Cakes.
We have some delightful snacks
for all of you.
The Festive Siambelo Cake. Indulge in the pleasure of a cone-shaped cake that's bursting with flavors.
Where did you come from? Come. So this is where the magic happens. This is for you kids.
Festive Cupcakes.
Thank you.
Perfect treat to share with friends and family.
Now for your kids' school snacks, Hakuna Stress.
Festive Pink Cakes. The perfect blend of sweetness and softness.
And now this is for you, Dad, and your office mate.
Festive Pound Cake. This sumptuous cake will leave you craving for more. Taste the magic with our Festive Cakes from DPL Festive Bakery. Delight with every bite.
Yes. Tarehe 4
on 4th
hadi tarehe 15
up to 15th of December
mwezi wa 12 Mungu anatupa nguvu kupitia kwa damu na mwili wa mwanawe.
This week on Twende, we take you behind the scenes in making of the new season.
Ikafika time ya kupanda juu. Oh, na Jane alilemewa.
Hivi ndo tuko. Ruben, Wagwan selector.
And I saw Jara do something. I was actually nilishtuka sana.
Nilikuwa nimekaa tu na kamera nikingojea. Hey.
Sensodyne gives you long-lasting protections against sensitivity. And people come in and they're like, oh, it works. I can have ice cream and I'm not in any discomfort. I recommend Sensodyne because it works. It's brilliant.
Let's get sporty now. Germany made history Saturday night by becoming the first team in the men's match to score 7 goals in the UEFA Nations League's 6-year history as they obliterated Bosnia. It only took 2 minutes to get on the score sheet as Jamal Musiala headed in a cross before team made it 2-0. Arsenal's forward Kai Havertz then made it 3-0 37 minutes into the game. Florian Wirtz then scored twice in the 7th minute in the second half as substitute Leroy Sane made it 6 in the 66th minute. Team then got his second of the match to make it 7 and secure qualification to the Nations League quarters with a game to spare.
Fancies this. It's Wirtz. Oh, Florian Wirtz for 4-0 Germany. On to Van Musiala. Musiala, Kai Havertz.
blocked. Havertz there again, and right across the face, and Wirtz has another one.
Play was stopped for 10 minutes in Netherlands, convincing 4-0 defeat to Hungary in the UEFA Nations League after their assistant coach Adam Zalai collapsed 7 minutes into the game. Spanish referee Jesus Gil stopped play for 10 minutes while the 36-year-old Zalai received treatment, shielded from view by huddled players and staff members, as well as a large white sheet. When play resumed, Netherlands took a 2-0 first half lead thanks to successful penalties from Wout Weghorst and Cody Gakpo. In the second half, Denzel Dumfries and Koopmeiners made it 4 to secure safe passage into the quarterfinals for the Dutch.
This one in, looks for Marlon. Dumfries! Oh, what a finish! Pressing for this fourth goal. And there it is! Koopmeiners with a wonderful...
Imperia's home favourite and world number 1 Jannik Sinner outclassed Norway's Kasper Ruud on Saturday to set up an ATP Finals title decider against Taylor Fritz. Sinner was unstoppable as he dispatched Ruud 6-1, 6-2 in the evening session at a packed Inalpi Arena in Turin, and will be favourite to become Italy's first winner on the prestigious year-ender. The second semi-final was a stark contrast to the first, in which Fritz and world number 2 Alexander Zverev of Germany were involved in a ferocious slugfest, with the American winning 6-3, 3-6 and 7-6. Sinner's stupendous year may have been clouded by an anti-doping controversy, but on the court he has been indomitable, winning 25 of his last 26 matches. He reached the final without dropping a set.
Felt like that I was returning really well in the first games of each set, and when you go up a break, you know, trying to be very concentrated with the service games, which I've done. I was, you know, a couple of break points down in 3-1 in the first set. This could be already a moment change, which then fortunately I managed to deal some.
Taylor Fritz became the first American since 2006 to reach the title match at the ATP Finals after winning a slugfest against world number 2 Alexander Zverev on Saturday. The 27-year-old fought off numerous break points in a cliffhanger, deciding set to win 6-3, 3-6, 7-6, ending a 2-hour 20 minutes duel with stunning forehand winner. Zverev had cruised through the group stage in majestic fashion and looked in the form to win the prestigious title for a third time. But his 8-match winning streak was ended by a resolute American who is ending the year on a high. World number 5 Fritz had won his previous 3 matches against Zverev and was the better player in the opening set as the German dropped his serve for the first time this week. Fritz got ahead in the tie-break and admirably held his nerve to match compatriot James Blake, who reached the final in 2006.
I trust my game and I trust my level, and I don't feel nearly as uncomfortable in these situations anymore because I've been putting myself in these situations against the top guys, playing the top guys at big events a lot lately. So, you know, I'm getting more comfortable for sure in the moment, and I'm really really confident in my game.
Thank you for keeping me company here on NTV at 1. That's all we have for you today. But don't forget to subscribe to all our social media platforms that says NTV Kenya. In the meantime, do enjoy the rest of your viewing and have a blessed Sunday. My name is Helen Aura. Take care.